What's up everyone, it's me Ali and welcome back to the channel. Today we are breaking down everything from the latest Brawl Talk. New brawlers, game modes, balance changes, skins and much more, so stay tuned. Real quick, I know I'm a bit late on this one. We had a full internet blackout because of war and I couldn't upload anything for 10 days. But I'm here now and this update is wild. Before we dive in, a quick note. I don't have access to the dev build, so I'm using footage from the other awesome creators to show you what's coming. All credits goes to them, so check the link in the descriptions to support their awesome content. Let's kick this off with Hypercharges, and we have 9 of them. Lumi, her super gets 2 extra blasts added to the last shot. All 3 of those snare enemies, which gives him a way better area control. Up next is Doug. When he uses his super on a teammate, they also apply Doug's attack effect. Think of it like an RT super, both part attacking at once. Normally Doug heals himself, but this hypercharge makes it using on others actually viable. Kit is next, and when Kit grabs an ally, he can latch on longer and throw yarn balls way further. If he uses it on enemies, he stuns them, but not himself, and can attack them right away. But keep in mind, you can only stun one enemies, even if you catch more. Up next is RT, and this is a wild one. If RT splits, 8 pepper rings spin up both halves, damaging and marking enemies. But it only works when RT is split, so time your hypercharge carefully. Chuck is next, and he can now dash to any of his posts instantly, giving him basically unlimited dash range. That's a total map control. Next is Shade, and no need to aim with this one. His hypercharge makes it so wherever his attack lands, the center damage is always applied. Basically full damage no matter where you hit. Mo is up next, and his super dash becomes longer and faster. He stays in drill mode for twice as long, and during hypercharge, his ammo bar doesn't deplete. We have Draco next, and his dragon fire becomes wider and longer. That's simple but very deadly. The added range plus stat buffs makes his super a dangerous one. And last we have Bonnie. She now stuns enemies for 1 second when both shot out of her cannon and when he lands. She's way better at handling high HP enemies now. Okay, now we got some balance changes and we have 2 reworks. First up is Bull, and his super is like Alli now. You can control the range and his jumper gadget is now built into his super, so hitting an enemy stops Bull and slows down nearby enemies. The gadget now stuns instead of slowing down. Dog is also getting a rework and he is getting 3 of them. He now charges his super by healing teammates, kinda like Barry. His super homes on allies and his fast food star power fully heals him when a teammate revives. Up next we have some buffs. Gale's got 20% buff to his super recharge rate. Coro got 17% buff to his HP, increasing from 4,800 to 5,600. Bozo is getting 9% buff to his attack damage, going from 920 to 1,000. Fang is getting 25% buff to his super damage, going from 2,400 to 3,000. Kaze is getting 5% buff to his HP, going from 7,600 to 8,000. Ems is getting an 8% attack damage buff, going from 1040 to 1120. Sam is getting 25% buff to his hypercharge charge rate. Cordelius is getting 6% buff to his HP, going from 6400 to 6800. And last we have Charlie, who is getting 8% buff to his attack range. Okay, now we have some nerfs. Hank's barricade gadget cooldown is increasing from 15 seconds to 18 seconds. Chester is getting 20% nerf to his super recharge rate. Gus is getting 13% nerf to his hypercharge charge rate, which needs 12 attacks now instead of 10. Jackie is getting 6% nerf to his HP, reducing from 10,000 to 9,400. And last, Juju is getting 10% nerf to his super recharge rate. Now she requires 7 earth attack or 8 water or grass attacks. Up next we have 29 balance changes just for Brawl Arena. And I guess Brawl Arena is getting permanent because it's getting his own balance changes. But I'm not gonna read all of those balance changes for you because they're mostly buffs and nerfs that each brawler gets when they level up. And if you really care about these balance changes, you can read it in the patch notes. But the biggest change is that Kaiju is getting 20% buff to his HP, going from 50,000 to 60,000 health. Okay, up next we have records that are replacing masteries. Records now show next to the brawlers, just like masteries. You don't just get rewards for win. You can get rewards for stunning enemies, things like using skins, owning cosmetics, or doing certain actions like knocking back and stunning enemies are also gonna earn you record points. Some records give you legendary star drop that's way better than masteries. You will unlock brawler cosmetics like title, player icon, and emotes at 670 total wins. Up next we have Trophy Road, and this new Trophy Road is actually a star park with themed zones like Snowtail, Candyland, and Retropolis. Each trio has their own home base. There is even a short cinematic video for it. That's a really cool video as well. Okay, up next we have some skins. And first season of the update is Legend of the Underworld. Hades Mortis is a Brawl Pass skins. Cypress Mortis and Pluto Mortis are his color variations. Hypnosis Sandy is a legendary skin costing 299 gems. Pegasus Barry is an epic skin costing 149 gems. Icarus Bunny is a super rare skin costing 79 gems. Sheepish Turtle is an epic skin costing 149 gems. Persephone Lumi is a super rare skin and costs 79 gems. Next season is Knight of the Star title, and in this season we have some cool new skins as well. King Starter Bow is a Brawl Pass skin with King Archer Bow and Knight Bow as their color variation. Night Amber is an epic skin costing 149 gems. Night Dog is an epic skin and costs 149 gems. Night Jackie is a mythic skin and costs 199 gems. Is another mythic skin and costs 199 gems. Nightbell is also a mythic skin costing 199 gems. Up next we have some Angel and Demon skins, because we have Angel and Demons events just like before. Blessed Buster is an epic skin costing 149 gems. Ascended 8-bit is an epic skin costing 149 gems. Mother Meg is an epic skin costing 149 gems. Inferno Fang is an epic skin costing 149 gems. Health Ball is a mythic skin and costing 199 gems. Grimcast is an epic skin costing 149 gems. And then we have some 29 gem skins. These skins doesn't have any special animations. Up next we have 3 new game modes. First is Dodgebrawl, and in Dodgebrawl you can defeat enemy by throwing ball at them. You can't defeat enemy without throwing ball at them, and if you try to defeat an enemy using your attack or super, it will just stun them briefly. Score 10 defeats to win. Up next is Night Fight, and it's like Prison Plunder but with some changes. If you grab the trophy, you can't throw it anymore, and you can attack while holding the trophy. Up next is Token Run, and it's like Uno Challenge but with some again changes. You can jump with the jump pads while holding token, and token order is now locked, so it's much more fair game. Up next we have 2 new brawlers. First up is Alli, which is my name. She's an assassin and a 3rd member of Swamp of Love trio, along with Angelo and Willow. She has a really interesting mechanic. Her attack is a combination of Mortis and Miko. When she's in a bush or water, she can jump on enemies, like Miko. But when out of the water or bush, she can dash through her enemies, similar to Mortis. But that's not all. She will get in range when she's close to an enemy with less than 50% health. And being in range makes her attack range longer and her movement speed faster. But her movement speed is only going to be faster if you run towards that enemy. Alli's 1st star power is called You Better Run, You Better Take Cover. And you can reload 40% faster when she's in range. That's a big number for reload speed. But you can get her 2nd star power, which is Lizard Limb. And with it, you can regenerate health faster when out of combat, similar to Tick's well-oiled star power. Now, when in range, Alli is able to find her enemies through footprints on the ground, an eye icon on top of the enemy, even though that enemy is in the bush. She can be even deadlier with her 1st gadget. Cold Blood makes her in range for the next 6 seconds, even though that enemy is not under 50% health. But if you want to regenerate health faster, you can use her 2nd gadget, called Feed the Gators, that will heal her for 100% of her next attack. Now her super is weird, cause it's a weaker version of Leon's super. That means she can go invisible for 7 seconds with her super, but not fully invisible like Leon. She will become visible a couple times during her super. Our 2nd brawler is called Trunk, and they're actually a colony of ants controlling a trunk, seeking for revenge. But what exactly are they revenging for? We don't know. Whenever they attack or use their super, they drop a bunch of mud and ants on the ground, making them move 20% faster and hit 30% harder. Now their attack is like Jackie, and they deal an area damage around them. But the further you are from Trunk, the more damage they will deal to you. And there is an outer layer ring that when they attack, it deals the most damage. Their super is kinda like Daryl. They dash to their enemies, dealing a bunch of small damage. Their 1st star power is called New Insect Overload. Reduces enemy damage by 15% if they're standing on a puddle of mud and ants. Their 2nd star power is called Colony Scout, that reveals enemies that are hidden, either by bush or by their ability. Trunk's 1st gadget is called For the Queen. It drops a giant puddle of mud and ants underground. And for the 2nd gadget, which is Worker Ants, Trunk heals for the 1st source that deals damage to them in the next 2 seconds. And that's the full update. Which part are you excited about? Tell me in the comments. Hit like if you enjoyed, and don't forget to show some love for the creators. Link below. Until next time, peace out.